So today is the big day, transfer special and all that good stuff. But before that, I'm going to have a bit of a rant because I'm fucking angry, right? Really angry at the game at the moment. So let's run the intro and then I'll have a good rant. Greetings and salutations. Fuck off. No, fuck that shit. Right. This is what's been fucking going on in this game, right? So, summer transfers. As I said in the previous episode, we've got a massive clear out and we've done lots of really good business and some interesting stuff, right? I'll take you through all the transfers individually, but first, I'm going to have a rant about the stupid transfer setup in Italy. And I don't know whether I've got a weird bug or whether I've misread the utterly confusing transfer rules of signing non-EU players. But let's have a talk about it, shall we? Right, okay, how are we going to do this? What's the best way to do this? Right, first off, okay, so this guy, try not to look at all the other players for a minute, just ignore them. Right, first off, this guy, you saw him earlier in the previous episode. We signed him on it running out of his contract. So I thought, okay, obviously, you can only sign 2 non-EU players each season and blah-de-blah, all this sort of stuff. So I thought, okay, this is going to be one of my guys, right? This is going to be one of my non-EU players. He looks a very good pickup on a free. He's worth 13 million. I'm like, loving life. This is a great pickup. Arrived on, obviously, the first day of the season. Good stuff, right? And then I was kind of going to leave it there because, obviously, we've got Wallace, the centre-back, who's Brazilian. We had... Ain't no party like a Darren Party? Is that his name? Thomas Party? Thomas Party. There were our top 2 non-EU players. We signed Harry Owen last season, but we couldn't register him. So he was out on loan. And so that was my main guy. I was like, I'm not going to leave it there. The fucking the non-EU transfers is confusing as hell, so I'm just going to leave it there. But then a certain someone came up that I couldn't resist buying. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. 23-year-old England international, just about, one cap, signed for £8 million from Reading. I don't know how Reading kept hold of him so long. Absolute superstar, 4.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. Just a fucking amazing goalkeeper, right? And I was like, I've got to get him. What I can do, it does say in the rules that if you have too many non-EU players, you can sell one and replace that non-EU player. So I thought, okay, I'll sell Wallace, the centre-back, because then I'll free up the 2 spots. So, all good. Did all that. Apparently, the game is not letting me register either of those 2 players. I don't know what I've done. I sold Wallace, so I currently have 2 non-EU players. I thought there might be a chance that I might only be able to do 1, but after I had Steve Brown, I was like, I'll take the hit on Lobo, I'll loan him out or something, because I want this goalkeeper. So I was like, okay, great, I'll get him in. I can't register either. He's currently not registered, although eligible for the next fixture, providing he's registered in time. Not true at all. Okay, next one. Extra non-EU player that can't be registered until the new season, or until a non-EU player is freed up, which we did with Wallace. I've even tested it. I saved the game and I sold Harry Owen and Thomas Partey, so we had no non-EU players, and then I still couldn't register, even though it clearly states there that we can swap one if we sell the other guy. So now, and it gets worse. You think that's bad? 2 of our best players we've signed. It gets worse than that, people. So I was like, shit, I can't play these players until next year. Brilliant. Well, and they were on a massive wage. They were 2 of my biggest high-profile signings. 80 grand a week for Steve Brown, 55 for Lobo. Obviously, we're in financial turmoil, as it is, and I'm trying to save money. But I knew these 2 were going to be, like, superstar signings. So I pay the wages. Like, great. Okay, so I can't register them. Fuck, what am I going to do? Okay, well, I can loan them out, because if I loan them out, I can get somebody to pay their wages. And because they're so good, they'll pay me extra money to loan them out. No, not at all. I offer them out with, like, full wages and 100 grand a month, right? Actually quite cheap for a player of this level. No, nobody's interested. Okay, what about just full wages? No, nobody's interested. Okay, just for funsies, I'll loan him out. I'll pay all his wages. You don't have to pay me a penny to get this world-class goalkeeper. Nah, nobody's interested. Same with Lobo. How is that a thing? They don't have to pay a penny. They can have this player. And nobody in the world wants him. Absolutely fucking bizarre. It is stupid. I'm not sure if it's like that's broken, right? That's an FM, that's just broken, right? But the non-EU thing, maybe I just read the rules wrong. They're confusing as shit, and I can take that. But I'm pretty sure I should be allowed to register at least one of them. Fuck knows indeed, because I have no idea what to do. So now I've got 2 players that won't be able to play for the entire season, and we're paying them 135 grand a week. Because, you know, it's good when you're in financial trouble to have that sort of shitty thing. Another little bit of fun. Immobile's decided to retire at the end of the season. Which means he's got 1 year left on his contract. I can't sell him. I can't offer him to clubs. I can't... There's no offer button. So now I have to pay 60 grand a week for a guy that's never going to get a game. I've asked him to reconsider his retirement just so that he can go, yes, actually, I will stay on another year because you persuaded me. And then I can instantly sell the fucker. Absolutely shit. Right. Is that my rant finished? I'll show you the... Like I said, it might just be my misreading of the rules or whatever it is. But either way, it's horribly written. The tooltips especially. The fact it says clearly here that, oh no, he's not registered, but you can replace one if you sell one. No, that's not true. No fucking clue. Here's the rules. If you want to pause it and have a read, I've read this 10 times. It still makes little sense to me. There it is there. That whole chunk down here is to do with the non-EU transfer rules. Like I said, I probably made a mistake, but I was pretty sure I could at least register one. I was like, okay, well, Harry Owen's in. And also, you don't have a choice of registering them, because Harry Owen wasn't registered last season, but now he's registered. I can't unregister him. If you go to I can say out of the team... but it doesn't seem to do anything. I can say you're out of the team, Harry Owen, but I can't. These are ineligible. So, fuck knows. I'm gonna keep trying. We're near the end of the transfer window. I'm gonna keep trying to loan these guys out. I can't believe nobody in the world wants to loan these players. Right? Okay. Enough ranting. I needed to get that out of my system because I'm royally fucked off by that whole situation. It's not increased my love for Lazio, that's for sure. Let's have a look at transfers, because there's quite a lot to go through, as you'll see on this right-hand side. Another fun part of this team is the fact that we've sold £66 million worth of players, right? We've bought in £37 million worth of players. All good. Let's look at our balance. Oh, okay, £4.5 million in debt. Brilliant. Even though we've lowered the wage budget by about 100 grand as well as making all that extra profit, we're still in debt. There's something fishy going on here. Right, okay, let's take you through the transfers. There's no real sort of massive... there's a lot of the reservees that we sold for like 1 million, 1.7, a few little bums. Lots of freebies. Makono for 5 million. Our left back for... up to 8.5 million. Santi Mina went for hopefully a total of 19 million, which I was really pleased with that. Evandro went for 10 million, going up to 15 million. Bunch more freebies. Then lots of youthies. Look, 100 grand, 200 grand, 2 million. Nobody really sort of important. This was all the shit. Wallace, who I sold to free up a non-EU spot that now has just disappeared into the abyss, which I would have kept because he's a really good player. It's not gone well. We sold him for up to 5 million. A bunch of other players, 1 million. I'm not going to go through all this. Look at them all. Raffini, I don't know why I'm looking at him. I mean, Cavalier, 7 million. Bunch of. So that was our out. £66 million. I spent 6 hours in a 2-week window at the start of the season doing all this shit, right? To be pooped on by the game like I did. Okay, so let's have a look who we bought in. So first off, we saw this last episode, Jan Emmers, just a backup central midfielder, defensive midfielder, nothing special there. Lobo, great, he looks lovely, doesn't he? Wow, that's good. Good for everybody. So we can't use him until next season or beyond. Who the fuck knows? Roberto Biancu, I got on a free transfer from Inter Milan. Just a sort of squad rotational option, good playmaker option. Pretty good. He's only 24 still, another Italian. I wanted to make sure I signed a number of Italians. I didn't want to go what we did in the Netherlands, which was basically have no Dutch people in my team. So I wanted to make sure. Steve Brown, look how good he is. It's just so depressing. It's my 2 best transfers. Look at him. Look at him. And then we had to spend £3 million buying another goalkeeper because we didn't have a goalkeeper. And he's shit. Right. Then we bought John Winhoffen for up to £8 million from Vitesse Arnhem. He's our main centre-back signing this season. He's already valued at 11. Only 23 years old. He's white and he's got cornrows. So that's always a good look. But he looks like a decent centre-half. Next up, we've got Daniel Romanelli on loan from Inter. He's the guy, you probably recognise him because we had him last season on loan as well. No, we didn't. Okay. I thought it was the other one. Right, ignore that. We've poached Inter for quite a few players this season, but a really good central midfielder option. Then we've got Thiago Costa. We've got a few loanies because that's how I wanted to save the money on wages, is to get these youngsters on loan. Thiago Costa is an advanced playmaker, attacking midfielder. Looks like a very bright prospect for Benfica, 19 years old. Then we've got Jean-Maria Ochner from Inter Milan, another Inter Milan centre-back. Just a sort of bit of a squad rotation. I like his physicals, quite happy with him. Then we've got Jose Carlos on loan from West Ham. 1.4 million he's valued at. Another Portuguese youngster, like really good prospect. This kid looks like he could be superb in the future. He'll get some game time this season. Then we've got Darius Kotos, who is just a bit of a punt, really, just to fill out the squad a little bit as a backup youngster. 20-year-old Polish under-21 international. Picked him up for 1.8 million. Then we've got Ristic, who is our new left wing back, so much more attacking option. He's just a really good all-rounder, solid, 28 years old, loads of international experience. Picked him up for 1.7 from Hoffenheim. He's valued at 6. We did all right there. Next up, this is the biggest signing that we made that we can actually use. Okay, his name is Max van der Velden from FC20. This kid looks like a bit of a superstar in the making. 22-year-old Dutch player, 1 cap, 1 goal. And dodgy hair, but that's fine. Most footballers have nowadays. And we picked him up for £10 million. He wanted to leave. He was desperate to leave. Obviously, he's way too good for FC20. No offence, 20 fans. But guy could be an absolute star player for us. He's already valued at 15 million. He's very expensive wages. That's what we basically did, was we've got cheap players and loanies that were really cheap wages, and then sprinkled it with a few superstars, most of which can't play. I will stop mentioning that at some point, but I'm still quite bitter. Right, Aaron Toll we got on loan, another centre-back option on loan, and another sort of superstar in the making, really, another Dutch player as well. 5 under-21 caps from Monaco. Looks like a very good player in the making. Then we've got Gianfranco Cavallin, who is another sort of right-back option, 22-year-old Italian. Overpaid a little bit for him. He's not quite attacking enough for my liking, but he's only 22, so we can work on that sort of stuff. I really like his physicals, because that's one of the most important things for those attacking wing-backs, because they're going to be running all day. And lastly, another goalkeeper, because we couldn't fucking use the one we got, and his name is Valentin Cojocaru, 28-year-old Romanian international. He's fine, isn't he? He's fine. He's no Steve Brown, is he? So we've spent 37 million. So we went, a few big signings sprinkled with a few freebies and loanies. So we've got quite a good squad. I'll try not to mention it too much more. It'd be a lot better if we had those two, wouldn't it? Plus the fact we've got Immobile, who's retiring. I'm actually going to play him for a couple of games to give him the faint hope that he's going to get in the squad, and then we're going to sell him. That's the main plan. I was not happy. I was doing this last night. I recorded yesterday's episode at 1 a.m. just so I had time, because I knew I had a busy day the next day, to record, or not to record, but to do all the summer transfers, because I knew it took ages. So I stayed up until 6 a.m. and had all that shit going on. And when I went to bed, I was absolutely fuming. But the most important news of all is that Harry Owen is now a registered non-EU player, because who the fuck knows or cares at this point? Harry Owen is in the team. He did play our first game of the season, which was against Piacenza in the Italian third-round cup qualifying, and he played awful. But today we are playing Bologna. Right, I probably pronounced it wrong. People tell me I pronounce things wrong in the channel. I don't know why they tell me about pronunciations. They know I ignore it. I think it's just more for their own benefit. Just like, nah. Right, okay. So, I'm going to risk... I'm going to play Immobile again because I really need to get him to not retire and then I can sell him. The bit I don't get is that this guy's retiring at the end of the season. He has an entire year left on his contract. He's retiring at the end of the season. So why can't I sell him? Why can't I offer him to clubs for that year on a 1-year deal? Like, it's not been good. It was not a good day, boys. It was not a good day. So we're going to play Jerry as the complete forward, Immobile as the advanced forward. Costa is going to play because obviously I knew Max van der Velden is out for 3 weeks. Chris Colo is out for 8 weeks. They're our main 2 attacking midfielders. Kottas is the centre-back. He's out for a couple of weeks. Right, let's just play. Let's just play a game. We'll move on from this eventually, guys. I'm just bitter. Right, I did have a bit of a rant on Twitter at Loki Doki GG. Yeah, I was not a happy bunny. Yeah, and even our first cup game we played awful and scraped a 2-1 win against a lower league team. So I'm not going into this season with a massive amount of confidence. I've done as much as I could finances-wise while still trying to improve the team, and we're still already in debt. So I'm not sure if this season's going to survive the rest of the... We might never get to see that goalkeeper play a game. We could just buy him, couldn't we, at the next club? Right, okay. Thomas Partey hasn't... Yeah. Okay, that's good. Right. Let's do it. I did have this opportunity... Revenge. I did have the opportunity to sign Oscar. You know, the dickhead that went to China recently from Chelsea. 32 years old and still a quality player, but he played in the exact same position as that advanced playmaker role, and I couldn't have another one in the team, and he wanted 60 grand a week, so that would have been nice, because I've actually heard of him. It's nice to have players you've heard of in the team. Right, let's see how we get on, shall we? I've talked for way too long, I apologise, but I just needed to get it out of my system, cleanse myself, because that was a big bag of bullshit, that was. I'll tell you, after 6 hours of doing all that transfers and ending up like that, I could have happily punched a panda. I was that angry. Right, go on, Jerry. Lovely ball in. Immobile! Somebody! Yes! Who stole it? Is it Jerry? Hope it's Jerry. You don't want it to be Immobile. He's a tosser. Yes, Jerry! Get in there! Like I said, I don't... You know, it might be total user error and I've misread the rules of the transfers. But... And like, you know, it might not be a bug. It just might have been my mistake. But the fact is, the rules are horribly unclear. And the tooltips, when you hover over why somebody's not registered, makes no sense. Like, I'll just replace one if you want that one in and go, yeah, just do that. So, like I said, it might not be a bug, but it's fucking... Oh, Jesus. Badly done in the game. It's horrible. Right, okay, good start. Jerry is dead. Man down. Man down. I'll show you my under-20s afterwards. After we sold like 40, 50 players. We've got 6 left, I think, who are actually decent talents or people I can get rid of. So actually I was quite happy with that. Lovely ball to the back post. Belletti's there, the big giant. Oh, talking of big giants, another part of what I did last night, why it took 6 hours, was because I redid all my staff. Because there was... Oh, is he onside? No. I redid all my staff because they were all on stupid wages. They weren't even that good. So I replaced them with cheaper options, like Lidl options. And my new director of football... No, my new head of youth development is a certain Peter Crouch. Yeah, 2 metre Peter. He's tall, he's red, his feet stick out of the bed. Peter Crouch. Yeah, him. He's quite crap, but as soon as I saw him, I was like, well, I've got to get him now, haven't I? I've got to get Peter Crouch. Right, dinked in. João Carlos is there. Costa gets deflected. Oh, this could be a counter-attack. This smells counter-attacky, this one. Oh, that's a great tackle. Beautiful stuff. Oh, Thomas Partey's already on a yellow card. All right, sub him off at half-time. I feel better for getting it out of my system, though. Like I said, it's not made me fall in love with Lazio or the Italian league, I've got to say. I thought we played well there. Not too much going on, but we didn't look troubled. We can bring Jan Emmers in. And cleansed. It will come up a few times. Especially, I reckon it'll come up whenever my goalkeeper does something stupid. I'll go like, Steve Brown would have saved that. I still want to talk about how annoyed I am. I'm holding it in. I was just going to start again, saying the same shit about how annoyed I am. Oh, that's great stuff, lads. Come on, triangles. Oh, that's just wasteful. That's a ball over the top. Keeper should get that easy. Oh, my... Not saying a word. It was a good save. Good save. Right. Belletti's done nothing since he's come on. Good stuff. We've created very good chances, just not putting them away. If only we had a good striker. I can't stop talking about it. If only we had a clinical striker. Oh, that's an amazing tackle, mate. Unnecessary, some would say. He wasn't going anywhere, was he? He was running off for a cup of tea or a Owenberger. Look there, McOwenberger behind the goal. A McOwenberger. There's my channel. It's good stuff, that. Big thank you to Coxbox, who did the logos for me. Appreciate it, mate. Right. Go on, keeper. Save it. Save it. Yeah! Scott Brown would have never saved that. Steve Brown, what the fuck his name is, who knows? He's a poor man's Valentin Kojukaru. That's not going to stick, is it? Right, come on, boys. Let's get a second goal. Right, we should pick this up easily. Don't do a horrific back pass. Obviously, the only real problem with using these loanies like this, like they're all very good. Attribute-wise, they're all very good. But obviously, they're all very young. They're 18, 19 years old, especially with the centre-back is a bit dodgy. Immobile, what's he got in his locker? Goes past one and misses because he's useless. Right, corner ball. Can we make anything of it? We've got some big lads now. That's an interesting one. Oh, Belletti's there. He should have scored it. Right. Do we want to cancel the changes? Gonna happen? Game? What's going wrong with this game? What changes am I doing? Not having a good day, boys. Not having a good day. There we go. Oh! What? I was sent off. What? For the penalty? Hey? He was sent off for the penalty, and I didn't get to make a sub for... I'm so confused. He missed a penalty in the 63rd minute. No, okay, good. It's not. I'm not going mental. Okay, he got a yellow card, and then he got a second yellow just then. But why was that cancel changes? But I've lost me marbles. Right, good, great guys. We were cruising along. Well done, everyone. Right, Immobile can come off. We'll take the draw. Taking the draw. Okay, that'll do. Drop it to Counter attacking. What a day. What a day. Well, show me the fucking pitch, you bellends. Right. Slotted across. And again. Keeper almost got a hand to it. Good for you, mate. Well done. Cheeky, calm, concentrate. I need one myself here. Oh, I'm not even going to have time to do it. Oh, no, they're going to score now, aren't they? 100% sure they're going to score. Oh, here it comes. You just know it's one of them days. Feels like one of them days. Here we go. Yeah, just play it across the box. Nobody's going to get a touch on it. There we go. Trying not to punch something. Great. Well, not quite the exciting, happy first episode I hoped to bring you, although probably watching this back it will be quite entertaining. I don't know what to say, guys. Fucking awful. It was not been a fun time. I'm not enjoying my... It's official. I'm not enjoying my time at Lazio so far, okay? Yes, fucking sit out of the stands for a few matches, you bellend. Great start. And let's see how bad they are. 6 weeks. Good. Issue a warning. Let's have a look Bologna. Let's see where they're supposed to be in the league. Season preview. Yeah, fourth worst team. Excellent. Right, so we've got 5 days of the transfer windows. Yes, I don't see any other business unless I can loan out these 2 players that nobody wants because they're only like world-class players and you can get them for free. But, other than that, why would you want them? So next episode will be a bunch of games and then some point in the future. Pretty much sums up every episode, really. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. Please do hit that like button, just out of pity. If you feel any sort of pity for me, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below. Tell me what I'm an idiot. I don't care. I love you all very much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.